I've never been like this before. I feel bald headed as all hell, but I got braids under here, so don't worry, I'm not bald headed. But this is a tutorial on how to lay your wig, and this was highly requested because a lot of people, after I did the review for the April's LaceWig's light yaki Chinese wig that I've been rocking, everybody and their mom trying to figure out what did I do to lay my wig. So this tutorial is pretty much going to show you what I do on a daily basis or whenever I choose to wear it, because I just been in and out of my Sheena's Hair Emporium U-parts and this wig, because these are like my go-to things when I want to have my hair done, but I don't feel like dealing, and then my days off where I'm just like not in the mood to do no hair, then I put on a bonnet and rock it like this. So yeah, so this is the wig that I'm going to be applying, which is my April's Lace wig. This is the Chinese light yaki, and this is what the part looks like in the front. And for those who were asking for, remember when I did the review on it, I said that the wig was a little on the thin side. So what I decided to do was I just went in and took some extra wefted hair and I just put some tracks in the inside. I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4. I put 4 tracks and it made a world of a difference. So if you did get this wig, and because a lot of you guys have told me that you have brought the wig, and you don't necessarily like the thinness of it, just get some wefted hair, put it in there, and it's not gonna make no difference. As you can see, it did not mess up the construction of the cap whatsoever. It's just like when you make a U-part or you sew in a sew-in, it's kind of the same difference. I have washed this hair, so this is kind of an update / tutorial video. I have washed this entire wig and it has not shed it at all. And I don't know what they did, but this did not shed at all. It did not mat, it did not tangle. I let it air dry and it came out just like this. Well, I did flat iron it because it was a little on the thick side because it is yaki. But other than that though, I haven't had no issues. This is like the greatest wig ever. So we're gonna get started. What you're gonna need for this is you're gonna need any rat tail comb, some type of edge control of your choice. If you want to use gel, you can. Some hairspray. Everybody was asking, although I did say it in my last tutorial, this is the Garnier Fructis humidity volumizing spray that I use. You're gonna need a flat iron, and you're gonna see why in a second. Not for just straightening the hair, but you're gonna need it for something else too. And then you're gonna need any oils of your choice. You could use, this. You can use this, which I really do like this, or you can use some of this. It don't really matter. Whatever you choose to use is your business. And you're also gonna need some concealer and a brush of your choice. So underneath here, I have the braid pattern that I have right here is from when I have my Sheena's Hair Emporium and I have the middle out, because I have the middle part. That's what it's braided. So everything is braided around and then the top is left out. But I'm not going to leave all that hair out because it's a lot of hair in the front in my leave out. So what I'm going to do is So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pull out the perimeter of my hair because we still want that natural look. We do not want that lace wig look. So I'm just going to, I look like a hobo. I'm going to pull out, my braids are like right there from my sew-in, for my U-part. So basically this is all the hair that I'm going to leave out because I want that natural look. I don't want it to be like boxy in the front. So we're going to put it behind the hairline. So pretty much you just put your wig on and you adjust it to how you want it and you pretty much find your part. I'm tucking that hair under because you see where my scalp is, well my hairline is in the front, we're gonna use that. This is what I said don't do. Do not wear your wigs like this, ladies. This is not cute. Pull it back. So at this point you're gonna try to find which area. I like my parts very far over to the side, like Beyonce at the inauguration, like that, just ignorant. And then at this point you're gonna just basically part your hair, your real hair, where that part is, and just kind of find where it's gonna lay naturally, where that part is gonna be, because you want it to look like it belongs there, not like it's not supposed to be there.
So you just continue to brush and comb, you know, get the hair out the way, make sure it's still nice and laid. As you see I'm doing here, and as you can see, it's starting to come into place at this point. Like, it's starting to look like it's supposed to, except for that part. And you just kind of play with it to get the look that you want. You know, don't be afraid to get ignorant, make the wig crooked, do whatever you need to do in order to make it exactly what you want. We're gonna pull out those sides because we want those sides in the front to look as natural as possible. I didn't do it exactly like I usually do because I was in a rush when I did this video, but you pretty much get the concept. Just play around with it when you do it until you get comfortable with it. And yeah, I was just playing with it at this point and kind of getting it where I was, but I couldn't see, so I had to do the rest off camera.
Okay, so I had to do it off camera because I'll just tell you what I did, because I can't see. That's the problem. But as you can see, it's not done, because you can still see that my edges are not laid like I want them to be, and you can still see right here, this is where the wig stops or whatever. So after that, you're gonna just pretty much comb everything into place. Like you can see right here, because I washed it, it has this hump. It's what you, that LaceWig hump that you don't want. And then all of this is high. We're gonna lay all that down because we want it all to lay flat. Now remember when I left some hair out, like right here in the front? Okay, I did that on purpose. And the reason why I did that is because when you lay it down like this, and we're gonna lay all of this, you still have some hair right here. So it looks more natural. It looks like it's actually yours, you know, instead of having it where, because it's behind your hairline, you don't want that, oh, it's not mine's look. Now, at this point, if you choose to do it at this point, you can. It doesn't really matter at what stage you do it, but you can take your concealer now. And I should have brought my other brush, because I shouldn't have used this one. I have like a more of a fluffy brush I usually use for this. But you're going to just take it and put it right here. And we're gonna bring it all the way out. And put it in here. Okay. Now, oops. Usually at this point, I have like a like, you know those blending brushes that you use for your eyeshadow creases? I usually use one of those, but I don't have it with me right now, so I'm gonna get it.
Okay, at this point, you're just basically going to take your concealer and blend it out and try to blend that line. There was a piece of hair through this entire video that I did not notice until I looked at that little black piece right there. And I didn't notice it until after the fact that it was still there, and I should have just reparted it, but whatever. But you pretty much get the point. So yeah, we're going to just keep combing it. We're going to keep brushing it. We're trying to, you know, basically we're going to try and get it to lay as possible as flat as possible. And as you can see, I'm going to use my edge control, and we're going to use, this is why I left the hair out in the front, because you see how it kind of seamlessly blends in the front so it's my hairline. It's not this artificial hairline that obviously, as you see, my hairline cannot be duplicated. I have a Eddie Munster in the front and everything else, so trying to put that right on my hairline is not going to work. But to have that little piece out right there, like everything in the front, and have it pulled back does help a whole lot, because it just makes it look that much more natural. I put some gel on my edges only because I use the wrong stuff. I have that got to be glued that I usually use it to glue it down. It's gel, but it works like glue. But I didn't use it because I'm not wearing this. I'm about to put my U-part back on, but yeah, that's pretty much it as far as kind of blend it out and put it where you want it to be. Just play with it.
Okay, at this particular point, you should have something that looks a little like this. Yeah, it should look something like this. It's best to comb like your side hair, like the little hair that you left out right here. It's best to try and comb it like towards like this, because if you do this, it gives it more of a natural appearance than it just being like a piece right here that comes all the way down. That's not necessarily what you want. And then of course these little pieces that are left right here for my real hair look like it's just all coming into this. Now, what I do at this point is I take my hairspray and I spray this part and this part. And I'm going to show you why, because I don't like that hump we're gonna take the flat irons. You can do this with some curling irons too, but I tend to use these just so I don't burn, because I can be a little heavy at times. And you're gonna take this, like the pieces right here that are mine's all burnt up from this old ass flat iron. You're gonna just go like this too. And this is gonna make a world of a difference in how your hair lays, because you want it to be able to lay super flat. You don't want no humps, no bumps, no problem. Okay, and then just do it right at the part. Don't put it on the silk top. That's not what you want, okay? You just want to get it to lay down.
Okay, so basically at this point, I'm just gonna go through and, you know, really just lay it down, like lay it. But yeah, as long as you continue to keep doing this, you're not gonna damage your wig, because when I washed it, it came back and popped back just like, you know, it was supposed to. But you see how there's a big difference as far as how thick it was at the root versus how it is now. And as you can see, the more I do it, the flatter it's gonna get. Now, had I got the little piece out the way, this would have been a flawless install, but I was rushing because I had somewhere to go and I was trying to get through the video. But yeah, at this point, I'm just running the flat iron through it. Kind of just giving it a little bit of oomph, I guess you could say. Putting some of the Organics coconut oil mist in it just for some shine. And my favorite heat protecting spray just for a little more. I like the smell of it, really. And it works well, but I really like the smell. And this is going to get the hair to lay, because this is yucky hair. It does at times want to tangle just a little. So this stuff actually does help it prevent it from tangling, because it basically gives it more of a sleek feel. So I mean, it doesn't want to necessarily nap up or get tangled or whatever. And pretty much this is it. You can adjust it as you want, you know, move it how you want to, and kind of get the look that you're going for. And I just brushed it, and that's pretty much it. Right here, I'm just showing you it's flat. It's really, really flat. It's no bumps, no lumps or anything. So that method actually does work a whole lot. And this is what the finished product looks. My silk top is a little bit darker than my actual scalp because I washed it, so all of the concealer is now off.
And if you are interested in this particular wig, this is 24 inches of Chinese light yaki hair over at April's LaceWig. And I will put the link to my review on it at the bottom, and I'll also put the link to the actual wig at the bottom as well if you're interested. Like I said, I did add tracks to this because it was a little too thin for my liking, but since I've added those tracks, this wig is perfect. I have no issues, no shedding, no nothing. So this is definitely one of my old faithful. This is the faithful. Until I get a replacement that's gonna change this. Yeah, I would like to try a different texture though. I probably would try a silky texture, but I really do like this. I'm probably gonna put some elastic bands in it so that it doesn't shift at all, like when I move, like I do this or whatever. And that's just because I'm heavy-handed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys